fact that Garp lets us know this chapter that this is it. This is all I could do. Wow, I guess I'm pretty weak. I'm not as strong as I used to be. He's an old man, of course. I love that Oda is establishing the fact that as crazy, strong as Garp is and how ridiculously overpowered he looks, this isn't even close to his prime, which I think should be understood by this point. We've seen it done with Whitebeard. We've seen him explain it with Rayleigh. He's doing it again with Garp. And 1080 ending with Garp doing that large hockey punch. But then once we actually get the full scope, even though it's immense, especially at the distance Garp threw that punch, it definitely isn't as like island defining, at least for me, as I initially thought of. It wasn't as like groundbreaking. I was like, oh, okay, it's on a minor scale, not the whole island. With that, Garp wanting to, of course, save Kobe, but running into Aokiji. And then Garp telling him like, hey, man, let's handle Kobe. Just hand Kobe over. Let's get this done. Stop doing whatever you're doing. You lost your way. Aokiji to be like, nah, I know what I want. And I also know that, you know, my new homie, my brother Teach, I ain't really trying to disappoint him because whatever Aokiji has planned, which, of course, we don't have much information as far as what his overall goal is, but we do get it established this chapter that the Ohara incident is something that still haunts him, and he takes pride in saving Robin. He takes pride in being a protector of her at the moment and being someone that he still thinks of to this day. So real quick, I would like to say it's safe to assume that one of the goals or constant thing, something that influences him and pushes him to be where he is right now, is the safety of Robin. That much we could definitely say. But the fact that he has his own goal, he has his own ties with Blackbeard, he has his own plan, and he's not willing to waver in front of Garp, that's that man, that's him, that's that boy. That's that boy. He's ice cold. He's frosty with it. He's frosty. We get a back and forth between Garp and Aokiji. I love the way how he freezes Garp, the hockey blast through. All right, Garp, we got some fight, we got some energy. And then he punches Aokiji down with that one. I forgot the name of the fist, but how the force, the way it's drawn, love it. And the dynamic between Aokiji and Garp so far, whenever we hear Aokiji saying you have to decide between which one you want to lose, which protege do you want to lose, me or Kobe? I wouldn't say this was a statement of foreshadowing, but this is clearly going to paint that only one of them have to be chosen. At least in Aokiji's point of view, Kuzan's point of view, that one of them have to go down. And it looks like Garp, with his sense of justice, understanding that he's old, this is the part where we start going into theories. I believe Garp is going to get to a state in this fight where he knows it's not going to be good for the crew. Everything can go downhill real quick. I believe this fight is going to go to a stage of where Garp isn't going to be able to save Kobe, and he's not going to be able to beat Aokiji. So he's going to have to sacrifice himself. And this will be great symbolism. The new hero of the Marines, Kobe, being saved by the old veteran, by the older hero of the Marines, Garp. Garp sacrificing himself for the new generation. The new generation constantly being a trend in One Piece to not only be bringing a new era, not only being stronger at times, or at least because, you know, all the veterans are getting older, to be stronger, but for them to pave the way, the old generation, they got to go. I could definitely see Garp knowing that he's outskilled, outpowered, doesn't have the energy, sacrificing himself for Kobe's safety. Aokiji is going to end up capturing Garp, and that's going to be the bargaining chip. And then this is going to be wild. Blackbeard's going to come back like, all right, everything's good. No, wait, we got Garp instead of Kobe. We running this shit back the same way they did Marineford. We're going to flip it on them. It's going to be a pirate assassination. Theory time again. We're going for a pirate assassination. Marine assassination. The same way the Marines did Ace. We're going to see that, but with Garp. We're going to get the pirates lined up and say, hey, we got the hero of the Marines right here. We got the OG, the man that was fighting Roger. We talk about one of the strongest pirates ever. The guy that was equal to him, we got him. We gonna slice him up too. Is Luffy gonna go and save his grandfather? Hey, this is just theories for now. And to finish it off, I love that we got an extensive look on the interaction between Aokiji and the Blackbeard pirates. Aokiji being at a bar, being drunk, having a little bit of conflict with the Blackbeard pirates, freezing them all, and Blackbeard just showing up like, what the hell? Why are y'all frozen? What's going on here? There's only one guy I know. Going into the bar and seeing as how it felt like there was going to be conflict. Like, hey, they're about to throw hands. Gets a little off-screen conversation and it leads up to them just having a drunk conversation. Aokiji joking about the fact that, hey, I lost my leg against Alkanu in Punk Hazard, so he constantly has to like make an ice leg. The fact that they talk about the red poneglyph that they need, they establish about the two they already know on, and then the one poneglyph that they're still trying to find, and they're looking for a man with the burn scars. Aokiji making a joke. Oda, you listen and you watch the theories. We appreciate that. Aokiji making the jokes. And then also the occurrence of any time someone gets close to this black ship that could potentially have this red poneglyph, whirlpools appear. This could lead towards Dragon. It could lead to a new character. Who knows? And then ultimately, they just seem to be having a grand drunk time together. Aokiji being someone of humor, which is nice to get at this part of One Piece, especially the final saga, as serious as it is. We love the humorous parts of One Piece, the more adventurous, lighthearted moments. Aokiji keeping that up. And Blackbeard too, as violent as Blackbeard could be, as batshit crazy as a pirate he is. I love when Blackbeard gets in his drunk funny bag and his, hey, I'm still a pirate at the end of the day. I could wipe anybody out, but understand that right now, we having a good time. And one thing that we've seen with Blackbeard is whenever it comes to piracy, whenever it comes to the dreams of a pirate, the ambition, the morality behind it, the way you handle the cruise, just following your dreams. Blackbeard's right there with Luffy. They're the yin and yang opposite. Where Luffy values his friendships. Blackbeard values the end goal. The end goal for the pirates is what brings them together, the goal. That's why we band up. Luffy, even though they do have a goal, it's the camaraderie and the friendship. For Blackbeard, just like Zebek, it's the end goal. Which this is definitely going to foreshadow either the downfall of the Blackbeard pirates or just how far they're willing to go together for this goal, which I would like to assume it's the One Piece, right? Right? So that's a nice difference between Blackbeard and Luffy. And then for Blackbeard to give this speech and to let Aokiji know, like, hey, you ain't bound to the Marines' rules no more. You got some fire in you still. Whatever you got going on in your head, join me. We'll make sure that the goal I'm after, it's going to complement you. That's the way I perceive this chapter. I'm not trying to rehash like I've done in the past a bit, reading these quotes, and I'm throwing in my flavor. Hell of a chapter, One Piece chapter 1081, but that's not it. We officially get the confirmation that Law got defeated by Blackbeard. Not a surprise, of course. A little bit different from Kid, who got slaughtered. Law put up a bit of a fight, then got slaughtered. We got Beppo eating a rumble ball that turned him into a Sulong form, escaping, it didn't feel like a ridiculous cop-out. Because I was thinking about that too. If Law survived, how is he gonna escape? I just don't see a situation where it won't feel like just a bit of an ass pull. But with this, the rumble ball, chopper, it makes sense. I could buy into this, Oda. I could buy into this escape. Because when you got somebody as strong as Blackbeard, it's a little bit hard seeing reasonable escape routes when you got a monster like Blackbeard just right in front of you. That's the end for right now. One Piece chapter 1081. Break next week, but with that, we be back at it.